Hey everybody. So what I want to do tonight is just a real quick update on the Lowrider group build. I'm sure most of you know by now that Leon over at Model Car 1589 is doing a Lowrider group build. And I think I saw in his last video that he mentioned he has, I think, eight people that have signed on to do the group build, and this is a really fun building a lowrider is really fun. It's really a lot of fun, and I would really recommend, if you've not jumped into this group build yet, jump into it. I think you'll have a blast with it. But anyway, what I want to do tonight is just a very quick update on how far I've gotten, which is not real far. I've gotten a lot of painting done, but not a lot of assembly yet. So I'm going to get this camera turned around and we're going to take a look at how far we've come on this 62 Impala that we're working on. So hang on just a second and let me get this camera set up and we'll show you what we've got so far. Okay guys, so you know, normally, like with any build, when you're building a car, they almost always start with the engine. And so, you know, I do have the, I've got the engine put together, or at least, you know, part of the engine, got the two engine, the block halves put together, got the oil pan on the bottom, the heads on, and then the top put on, you know, water pump, all of that kind of stuff here on the end. And what I did, since this is, you know, it's a Chevy, it's a 62, and it called for red, which, you know, back then the engine blocks were red. But I did something a little bit different. I sprayed this with the Tamiya shiny aluminum. And then went over it with the clear red, and so it's kind of got a candy finish to it. And I think as we go along, and I'm showing you, you know, what we've done so far. I'll bring that up a little closer here so you can maybe see it a little bit better. But I think you'll see why I kind of went with a candy color on the engine block. As we go along here. So there's that. We got the chassis is done, and so again, as you can see, for the chassis we did I went over it with the shiny aluminum, and then went over it with clear blue or transparent blue, and then for the exhaust pipes, we went with this Tamiya titanium gold, and then for the mufflers as titanium silver. You can see that I think it was too humid outside today when I was spraying my clear, and so it kind of ate through the blue a little bit, but that's okay, because I mean, you know, there's going to be some wear and tear on the bottom of these cars, no matter how well they're done. If they get driven, you know, there's going to be some scrape and some wear. So I wasn't too worried about that. I think it still looks okay as far as that goes. And let me just again bring that up a little closer where you can see it. So there's that. Then as far as like the suspension parts, here is the front suspension, and what I did on this is I went through, or I went over it with this is the titanium gold. So there's that. Then for the rear and for the differential, same thing, titanium gold. Again, another part of the suspension there, titanium gold. And then we've got our A-arms Sorry, I'm trying to watch myself in the camera here and make sure I get it to where you can see it. But again, titanium gold on the A-arms. So I guess, you know, what you can say about this car is that it is going to be blinged out. It is going to be, you know, we're going to have the candy colors and all of that. And the last thing that I want to show you is I do have the body, at least the paint on the body done. I am going to do some bare metal foil on it, but the paint is more or less done. And so let me bring it over here where you can see it. So that's the top. And what I did, and you can't see too much of it or a lot of it, but of course I had a piece of lace that I went over the top and hit that with some a clear blue, and then over the top of that we went over it with clear yellow, but I don't know if you can see there's kind of a shift in the yellow from the top to the sides here, because on the sides and over some of the edges I hit it with that titanium gold. The body complete body was done in the shiny aluminum, and then the edges, a lot of the edges were done with the titanium gold so that it would just bring out. And you can see here where we kind of got some green bleeding through. You know, that's just the mix of the blue and the yellow. But you know, overall I'm pretty pleased with how the top came out. And then let me show you the sides. We did some pinstriping on the sides, and you know, this is kind of my first time to ever do any pinstriping like this, and so I'm pretty pleased. And again, I don't know if you can see it, but you know, you got silver in the pinstripe here, and then you got gold down along the bottom. So that's just kind of some of the same kind of fade work or whatever you want to call it. And then let me just flip it over so you can see the other side. And there's the passenger side with the pinstriping also. So yeah, and my clear came out really good. I did, I think, 6 coats of acrylic lacquer over that, and it's really shiny. Not even sure that I'm gonna wet sand it, but I'm really happy with the way it came out. So that's about as far as we've gotten. Like I said, a lot of painting, not a whole lot of assembly yet. Got some more parts on the engine to do. I'm gonna wire the engine. Still trying to figure out what I'm gonna do as far as wheels and tires go. I've got some ideas, but I want to make sure that, you know, to get the stance right and all of that. So that's where we are. I want to say thank you to all of my subscribers, and I picked up several new ones here over the past week or so, and I want to thank you and welcome you. And also thank you all for the great comments, getting lots of views on the videos here recently, and I really appreciate that. So you all take care. Leon, I'm having a blast with this group build, and so thank you for doing it. We will see you guys on the next update. You all take care. Have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you next time around. Y'all take care. Talk to you later. Bye.